We ready, board members?
Yes.
Next item on our agenda, the fire department certificate of appreciation. Yeah. Chief will do that.
I don't have the names together.
So to begin this ceremony, we are going to hear from our fire chief, Bill Edwards, and he has a memo to the Board of Selectmen and the town manager. Bill, you want to read your memo or portion of it, maybe?
Yeah, this is just a quick rundown of the fire we had down on Newbury Street. So on June 24th at 7:32 in the morning, Seabrook Fire Department was called for a reported structure fire at 21 Newbury Street. Shift 4 quickly dispatched apparatus and struck box 52, then responded with an engine and then a ladder truck to the scene. Once on scene, Captain Jambert immediately called for a second alarm, which would call for additional mutual aid departments to respond. Firefighter Mawson pulled a hose off of engine 2 and began putting water on the main fire. At approximately this time, the primary power line to the building burnt through and dropped on Seabrook engine 2. This left engine 2 untouchable for approximately 20 minutes while waiting for a Unitil to de-energize and remove the power line. Firefighter Mawson stayed on the southern side of the building for 45 minutes alone on the hand line, working to knock down the main fire and also protect the exposures on the southern side of the main fire, which would be 17 Newbury Street. Firefighter Mawson, in my opinion, is the main reason that 17 Newbury Street is still standing today. 17 Newbury Street sustained quite a bit of exterior damage, which included broken windows, melted outside light fixtures, and most of all the siding was melted off, but was saved from any extensive interior damage. With the power line on engine 2, Captain Jambert and the remaining crew needed to work from Seabrook engine 1 located on Groveland Street. Captain Hewlett and Firefighter Wright were operating from the Seabrook ladder truck on Groveland Street. Our ladder is being used to put water on the home, but was approximately 30 feet short of reaching an optimal position to extinguish the fire. We inevitably had to call for a third alarm and request even more mutual aid assistance, which ended up including Salisbury, Hampton, Hampton Falls, Northampton, Amesbury, Exeter, Kensington, Rye, Newburyport, Newbury, East Kingston, Southampton, Portsmouth, York's Rehab Vehicle, and the American Red Cross. And we'd like to thank all the responding communities for their assistance in this. We would also like to thank the Seabrook Water Department, which was on scene and able to shut off the domestic water for us, which helped eliminate any wasted water on scene. They were also ready and able to provide more water pressure had we needed it. And the last group I'd like to thank is the Seabrook Police Department. They worked seamlessly with the fire command and was able to quickly and thoroughly help evacuate adjacent homes. With the limited manpower of our fire department, having the police help in this way is extremely important and vital to the public's overall safety. The police force on scene also did an excellent job managing the vehicle traffic as well as pedestrian traffic. For all the circumstances of this fire, the outcome was as good as we could ask for, and this is entirely due to the quick response and aggressive fire attack of the fire department members that responded to this incident. So,
Thank you, Chief.
That was fabulous. And could we introduce,
having you guys want to say where?
stand up, Doctor? And Mr. Catalano?
Hi, my name is Arthur Bauer, and I am the one that owns the property at 21 Newbury Street. And I'd like to really thank the fire chief for asking me to make a few comments, because quite frankly, on behalf of Grace Hamilton and Nick Catalano that owned the property that you were stating, and also my son-in-law and my daughter who now own the properties, we would just like to extend to the fire department our sincere thanks for the job that they did. Now, unfortunately for us, we lost the property. But the job that these firemen did to save the other 4 buildings was extraordinary, especially with the problems they had with the wires going on the other fire trucks. And they commanded that whole area with respect to the people that were living there. So the town of Seabrook should really be very proud of these men that are there, that are working on our behalf, you know. I've had a house there for 50 years. I've never needed the fire department. But, you know, they really did a job. And, you know, I felt a little, you know, I said to myself, at least this probably isn't the time to mention it. I sat here and listened to your budget constraints, and I've had a little experience for a number of years myself being involved in the same position. So I understand what you're going through. By the same token, living in the beach for 50 years, and that's how I've longed. There isn't a day that doesn't go by when you hear the fire truck going by down in Seabrook, responding to either, a medical emergency or some other thing. So there is a need, how you'll ever create the magic to do it, but there is a need for either a substation or some capacity to provide some tool for the fire department to either with an emergency vehicle to address the problems a little closer to the beach. But again, I want to extend to all of you firemen what a great job you did. And thank you for inviting me.
So the town of Seabrook is giving away the 9 certificates to the firefighters who fought very bravely on that day. I was present with the town manager for a couple of hours also. So those certificates read this way. I'm going to read one of the certificates. Whereas on June 24th, a structure fire was reported at 21 Newbury Street, and whereas this fire spread to 2 homes and threatens a much wider area with configuration, and whereas Seabrook Fire Department Shift 4, along with firefighter Jeremy White and Captain Harold Hulett, responded to the scene quickly and fought through difficult conditions, including the collapse of power line into engine 2 and the calling of a third alarm, and whereas the member of the Shift 4 and firefighter White and Captain Hulett, along with our Deputy Fire Chief Coco Perkins and our Fire Chief William Edwards, through decisive action and skilled firefighting, managed to contain the fire and prevent further neighborhood damage. Now, therefore, be it known by all persons present that the Board of Selectmen of the Town of Seabrook expresses its gratitude to the Seabrook Fire Department for the skill, courage, and dedication of its members, and especially to Shift 4. And furthermore, on behalf of the citizens of the Town of Seabrook, we extend our best wishes and sincere gratitude to Shift 4 and the entire department for their strong, unwavering commitment to the health and safety of the citizens of Seabrook. Given under our hands on this day, 18th day of July 2016, attached, and the 3 Board of Selectmen and the Select Women signed, and those names are Captain Kevin Jambrin, Captain Harold Hilward, Firefighter Robert Mason, Firefighter Adam Huber. Am I saying it right? Huber. Firefighter Rick Sarasi, Firefighter Tori Coleman, and Firefighter Jeremy White, along with Fire Chief Bill Edward and Deputy Fire Chief Coco Perkins. Thank you very much. So now we call each person.
We'll call each one, but maybe the chief has a
Good.
word or 2 more to say before we call them up.
Well, just going to kind of piggyback off with Dr. Bauer had said with the manpower situation we have, and it's something that we're faced with. We asked for some help last year through the warrant article, something that we need. We're fortunate to have Hampton be able to respond to help and lay a line with this. And again, the lack of dispatchers where Captain Jeremy's calling back as he hits the 286 spot, we can see the beach horizon and see that big plume of smoke. He's calling back to our station to make sure Hampton's coming, and he's over at the station. So luckily, he thinks to call Hampton while you're staring at that big plume of smoke, make sure they're on their way, because they were integral in getting this going and getting the fire knocked down. It was really, really fortunate. And, it would be nice if we had the dispatchers and more manpower. A substation would be nice at some point in the future. But I think it was that was a tough fire, a lot of tough circumstances, but manpower always helps.
Did you mention earlier, Chief, that Captain Hewlett was going to say a few words, or that's not, is that
Don't wanna say
scratch?
anything?
You're all set? Thank you very much.
That's a Bill Manzi, a Bill
Come
Manzi
on.
trick.
Yes.
We definitely, we need, I would agree, we need a substation, but I think before we get, right. I think before we get to the substation point, we need the dispatchers and the manpower to fill a second station. Just a station probably 5 years down the road, hopefully manpower will be sooner, but. Not at all. That's the really hard thing to get across is that, you know, I'll read my monthly report, our runs have jumped up 20% in the last 2 years, and we haven't had an increase in manpower since 2003, so I can't imagine how much has jumped up since then. You know, I haven't done the research, but yet, but we'll see how many more runs we do now than compared to 13 years ago.
Mr. Manzi, you want to say something?
I'd just like to say that I was on the scene. I got there a little late, and as always, both Seabrook Fire and Seabrook Police did an outstanding job. We all know, unfortunately, that in today's day and age, that this type of public service has never been more dangerous. For all the people involved in the work that they did, the collapsed line could have caused injury, but our professionalism in Seabrook, the quality of our people, and we are a people department. The people that are gonna come up and be recognized in the entire department is a professional fire service that we are fortunate to have 24/7. And I'll tell you, in 3 years, I've gotten to know the men of the Seabrook Fire Department. I was teasing Tuggy, but I mean this. We have, and are fortunate to have, men that are dedicated to public service, public safety, and the health and welfare of Seabrook citizens. And I'm proud to be the manager here. I'm proud also to have a police department that we have. And I'll tell you that we had a bunch of folks there, but Sergeant Gelano was there, actually whipping me into line on the scene. So, you know, we really had some good partnership, not the typical turf thing. We worked together and we produced the best result we can for Seabrook citizens, and they deserve this today. Yes, absolutely. A round of applause.
Teresa?
I'm always praising our fire department and our police department, and we truly do, as Bill said, we can't say it any better. Our guys are really professional. You know, when you see them joking around and being nice, but the minute something happens, bing, they change into a different form of human being, and they really care about all of us. And so I thank them. It's a privilege having them, and it's a privilege just seeing them around and asking them questions, and they fulfill their duties fine. And Grace, I'm with you. The beach does need a substation. So congratulations, guys, and thank you.
I gotta say something else. Not only the fight, I had a ring that I couldn't get off when I had gum in my hand. It's so small. I went to Jules, they couldn't do it. I went to the other one, the doctor, the orthopedic man, can't take it off. He said, you're gonna go to the fire station. I went to the fire station, the boys sat down, they got my finger, they got that ring right out.
Alan?
I thank them for they really saved my house.
I just want to say thank you to all of you and know that I do appreciate all that you do. You're hard workers. When that alarm goes off, you guys are out that door. Do you need more people? Absolutely. Does the police department need more people? Absolutely. But the job that you guys did with the staff that you had was outstanding. And I'd just like to say thank you to all of you for everything that you do every day.
From me, you know, this is my second time that I observed in Seabrook a structure fire that I was present. It was happening right before my eyes. This one ended in a good way. The last one I saw, there was a fatality a few years ago. I saw firsthand that what our firefighter does, how they do and what kind of thing. It's tremendous pressure, tremendous work that, how brave they are all under all kind of difficult condition. So, from my bottom of my heart, I salute you. I congratulate you and thank you very much for serving our town and Seabrook residents so a good way. Thank you very much again. Now I'm going to ask Chief Edward to call those names, and we will distribute the certificates.
We'll have everybody's favorite, Captain Hewlett, come up first.
Where did you get the nickname Tuggy?
I'll say that off camera.
Facebook.
No Facebook.
Captain Jambrin.
I'll see you again.
I know.
A couple of months ago, right? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Kevin, fall in the line.
One more picture.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So then I will go there, I hold it, and you can press so everybody needs to be.
Firefighter Mawson.
Congratulations, Pete. Great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Great
Hang in
job.
for one second.
This is the guy that probably kept your house up. He's the one.
Thank you.
Okay.
And Firefighter Wright.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
One picture. Thank you.
I got my heels on.
Firefighter Lieber.
Congratulations, Adam. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Did you know Bill Manzi loves taking pictures?
He really does. Put that big grin on.
Firefighter Saracen.
Congratulations. I know you did. I know you were. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good job. And how your mom and dad is proud of you.
And last but not least, Firefighter Troy Colton.
That's a big smile, Bill. Be natural.
And so there are two left over. So let me do the pleasure and take it away from the chief and bring up Deputy Coco Perkins.
Congratulations, Bill.
And finally, he was there showing us what an active chief does, fighting the fire, Chief William Edwards.
Congratulations, Bill. Great job. So
Anybody else?
please do not leave anybody. I just want to, we want to take a seat, and I want to recognize the police chief also.
Oh, yeah.
Bill? The whole picture? The whole group. Before we do that, I want to recognize the police chief, Mr. Gallagher, because, his department also in present there, and, Chief, you want to say something, if you have a couple of words?
I was there on the scene that morning, and what I saw was pure professionalism. I've always known that these guys are the greatest. They proved it. I think we worked very well together. And Chief Edwards' leadership, I think the police and fire departments have become closer than they have in many years, and that's a good thing. So, congratulations, all of you gentlemen.
And thank you for your department also for everything. Okay, now we can take
Bill Manzi is in charge.
We both members see them.
That's we don't have it, they go first.
But how long ago?
Yeah.
Really, over the selectmen in front, we're all.
Yeah, selectmen in front, you guys are too tall. Yeah, you're too tall. Except for Tuggy.
Why not, we let them stand and we will come.
Yeah, get in with the guys. Tug, come on in here near me. Come
Don't
on.
forget, we want to have that seal, the
Come
seal,
on.
the
I'm gonna stand
down
right
seal,
behind you.
in the picture.
I won't get in here.
Am I okay? Is that okay?
Good. Right,
Thanks.
stand it. Yeah, I know. You know what? You're an offset. Thank you, Cal.
Picture taker. To be the picture taker.
Maybe
Oh, my God, why ain't you in it?
a 1 minute recess. You want me to let them out, or?
I couldn't wear those jackets all the
Yeah,
time.
1 minute. Kelly, can we take 1 minute, couple of minute recess?
Yeah, see you later.
All right, it's nice to see you.